Oh man. Alright, what do we got? A great many of helping hands have delivered it after right. A bold decision. Can I at least my mission outfit? At least a tried replica of it, but this is my story. Sorry, Kim. I wear what I want. Bold decision. Ronald, I trust you had a good rest? As envoy of Master Forces arrived not long ago with a message. The Laurus have determined Metron's location. We've been asked to gather at the Rasa. I'll meet you there, along with the other. Getting closer. I believe we're like beyond spoilers at this. Like, we don't have to worry now. Honestly, the Heidelin fight was the one that I kept seeing glimpses and pieces of. And you like the images and the thumbnails of YouTube videos of some of them, which is kind of like, why are you doing that? Everyone appears to be present and accounted for. Good. As you know, the Loperas have deduced the whereabouts of Matron by means of a crystal bequeathed by us by Hylian herself. Your quarry location is a place far beyond the moon, in the farthest reaches of the sea of stars at the edge of creation. Such a place real? I thought the universe was infinite. A veritable Ultima Thule. We're giving it a name? Indeed. How then are we to reach it? An excellent question. Luckily for you, I have an equally excellent answer. In theory, with its advanced propulsion systems, the moon is capable of delivering you to there. But the myriad other facilities housed within would greatly impede travel through the sea of stars. Even the Mother Crystal may not possess ether enough to bear so massive a vessel to our destination and back. However, if we integrate our Hyper Hopper into your ether burner, we should be able to fire things up and jump our way to the end of the universe in no time. Further, does this mean I have to do it? Bear in mind, this decision was not made solely at my discretion, but with the consent of the Forum. Hearing the Lopera's proposal, the Forum was faced with a grave decision. To commit the Ark to this endeavor would mean abandoning both our plans to evacuate to the moon and to resettle on another star. Needless to say, the proposition invaded fierce debate. In the end, however, the Forum was swayed by the simple fact that Hydelin believed you possessed the strength needed to overcome this crisis. The great Exodus was, after all, a plan of Hydelin's own making. Therefore, if in the 11th hour she would prefer for another means by which we may seek salvation, we would be fools to dismiss it out of hand. Indeed, she sacrificed everything, her very existence, to avert the destruction of this star. That is why we have chosen to place our faith in Hydelin. In you, the Ark would be made ready for your voyage to Ultima Thule. What of all the people that have labored so tirelessly to prepare for the evacuation? They must be serious. I would not be so sure. They have not forgotten your deeds on the Magna Glacis, nor did your instrumental role in orchestrating the delivery of animatite go unnoticed. No, the people do not protest. Quite the contrary, they have expressed unwavering support for you and your mission. They want us to win. Are the Lalafell too willing to abandon the Exodus? Were you not listening when you said we were born of Heidelberg's love for Ithis and its people? If it means your survival, we will do anything to help. You most certainly have need for our expertise where you're going. There's no guarantee, although it's a place that supports life. An otherwise vexing problem our know-how can remedy. Besides, Heidelberg chose us to lead the way to Metron. Why else would she give you a crystal only we can decipher? But more importantly, we are perfectly content to evacuate Israel until you brought us here, Oriander. And now we are mourned with the place, so what choice do we have but to save it? Of course, none of this is possible without you and the Scions, so I must ask, are you certain you wish to do this? Couldn't stop us if you tried. It's true. You couldn't stop us if we tried, if you wanted to. Time to get on the tiny toy boat. Very well, we shall inform the forum of your decision and bring preparations to bolster the Ark with the Hyper Hopper. Because the letters will coordinate with the Izabar contingent to have the necessary components transported via the Tower of Babel. Of course, it will take time until the work is complete. I figured that much. For now, pray take your ease. We've seen there are naught to do but rest and prepare, shall we? You know what that means. You know, with the ship, we could go to Earth. I could just abandon all this and just go to Earth, back home. My real home. But I wonder, but then, I'm just saying. Just take the ship and go home. Ere depart, we must leave nothing undone. Though it is difficult to conceive of how one can best prepare to brave a domain where Dynamis govern us all. Nevertheless, I really think this way for the child that awaits. Sorry. For lack of any other feasible options at this late stage, let us trust in her judgment and face Matrion as we are. Which leaves the not so small task of coordinate our efforts here to you and Tataru. If all goes to plan, we'll be back before you know it. I certainly hope so. We will be praying for your safe return. Mayhap it will affect the Dynamis for the better. With that settled, we should get some rest. Make the most of the time we have been afforded. The meeting's over, is it? You were in there so long I started to worry. What did they have to say? The edge of creation. Rest assured, everything will remain in order until you return. And you will return. Actually, Anna, could I borrow you for a moment? Looks like your plans for the inn are decided. When you two have finished, meet us back at the Baldessian Annex, alright? Come with me to the Agora. I have something to show you. Is this the part where she's gonna reveal like she's a powerful god or entity that is beyond all measurements? Like a deity that's beyond Heidelin? Is this it? Is this the moment where we find out she's an actual god? Yeah, I got it. Well, because where else do you think she gets all that money from? Welcome to Tardo's Bank Boutique. I always done my best to provide scions with fashionable attire, but in your case specifically, I have an extra effort to strive for the most functional yet stylish clothing one could ask for. Not that I'm playing favorites, but you are the warrior of light. Faced with the unpredictable crisis, I knew you would need an ensemble unlike anything I've created before, and I wouldn't be able to do alone. So, after enlisting the aid of the world's finest artisans, I finally completed my career-defining mastery. But then, inspiration struck and I started going out to sea just begging to be seized. With the help of some Fanatarian refugees, I decided to set up shop here in Charlian. Of course, I would never charge you for any other works, Paris thought. Bardarush? How are things coming along? Everything is in order, Mr. Taro. We'll be ready to open shortly. What in the world? That's why I brought you here, to be our very first patron. Would you mind waiting here for a moment longer? Is this? Let me skip. You may wish to cancel. No. Oh, it's one of these again. I did not expect to find you here. Hey! I imagine Dahada would also wish to offer her regards. Alas, after delivering our dragon scales to the engineers, she remained to assist with their work on the ether burner. The Malakarum, too, will stay in Charlian. I oversee matters in Razahan. It is rather convenient means to keep abreast developments pertaining to the final days or anything else. It also allows me, after a fashion, to watch over my people from this distant land. Also, I was hoping you'd stop by. I can't thank you enough for allowing your artisans to work with me here at the boutique. Please, it is I who should be thanking you. The establishment has restored a sense of normalcy to their lives. You have blessed them with newfound purpose and a means by which to support themselves in these troubled times. Or, when they at last return home to Razahan, the experience and knowledge they have gained in your employ will no doubt prove a boon to the understand comrades of our land. In fact, I came here to see how your new employees are setting in and to express my gratitude for granting them this opportunity. It is an opportunity for me as well, I believe. Believe you me. Your artisans have taught me so much about Fabnary craftsmanship. Their resourcefulness and integrity are nothing short of inspiring. I am so jealous right now because I want to do crafting and stuff, but I can't. until the storyline is over. I can't wait to see what kind of wonders we come up with. I will spend days doing all that. I pray you every success in your endeavor, Kotaru. For coming here, I heard word of the forum's decision of what will soon be attempted. It is only then that I finally understood why my father called this star the last bastion of hope. Indeed, it was the last bastion, for the flame of every other star he encountered had likely been extinguished. In the borderless dark, the light of brimming life must have been blinding in its splendor. You journey unto the heavens to protect that light. May the scales of my kin serve you well. I have faith you will prevail and restore peace and tranquility to the star. I should like to visit Razahan again when it's all over. And we should be honored to receive you. There is so much at Razahan you have yet to see. That's the crafting and gathering. Forgive me, but I must take my leave. Fare you well, and remember, the people of this star have not yet given up hope. So must you. One of these. It's... Oh, where am I going to go to get a meal with some flavor in this wasteland of taste? Oh no. No. I don't. Oh boy, whatever are you doing here? New boutique, you say? I've been meaning to expand my wardrobe, yet something with a little more flair perhaps befitting a man in my station. I have nowhere to flaunt Rayman said raiment so long as my confidence confinement continues indefinitely. The young Lord Fortips missed that. So long as there is work to be done, no matter how trivial, I must abide here in Scarlian. Thus do I toll through every fiber of my beings riles against it. Why, I've even suffered the company of that brute Sicard. Sicard to see supplies transported in a timely fashion. Yet, he was the one granted leave this morning to participate in some supposed covert operation. So I suffered instead for his otherwise welcome absence, now burdened with extra busy work, and without honor roll here, there was no one to prepare my meals. I've come here in hopes of finding a nice cafe, perhaps. Alas, the Charlian delicacies I've sampled were lacking in every respect. You are a hearty meal is what you're after. I suggest the last stand. Cafe over at the pier? Their cuisine didn't appear all that appetizing, but if you vouch for their cooking, then perhaps I'll try it. Thank you for the suggestion. Ta-ta for now, old boy. That guy. That guy's... Like, you know? Well, is that Ronald and Totoro I spy? Hancock, what are you still doing here? You said you were returning immediately after dropping off your cargo. Yes, that was my original plan, after all. Any expertise required aside from the delivery of goods is well beyond my purview. But what matter of entrepreneur would squander an opportunity to study the markets of the northern seas? Worry not, I will return straightway to Kagane once I have finished. Of course, you would find a way to turn this crisis to your advantage. You wound me, an industrious woman running a new boutique. I am not blind to the travels of those who fight on the front lines to deliver us from ruin. Indeed, I have every confidence that they will succeed, and I would make myself and my business ready for their return. If you believe in them so devotedly, then why not put your money where your mouth is? Oh snap. Fair enough to tar. Fair enough. There's a lot more I can do to really... There's a lot more I can do to help ready the Ark and her heroes for their Canadian voyage, but on your return, I shall host a grand celebration in your honor. At the Bokuro Inn, accommodations are quite costly given the reputation of said established, but the East Side Trading Company would be honored to foot the bill. There'll be 11 cakes. Nachos? Man of tart taste, I see. Yes, there will be lemon cakes and much, much more finest cakes the world literally will have to offer. I regret my decision. But let us speak more upon this upon your return. Last I drew ever more of Katara's ire until we next we meet. Oh, yes. Ah, Ronald, decided to spend your time at the markets, did you? Oh boy. Hey! Honestly, I haven't seen you two in a long time. Totaro! Is this it? Is this the moment? Briggs! Wedge! I take it work on the art proceeds apace? It does indeed. Collaborating with the greatest minds of Charlian. Raza, it's been a rewarding experience, and that's to say nothing of what we've learned from the operates. The Ark is unlike anything we've ever had the pleasure to work on. Even Nero was rendered speechless on more than one occasion. I can't wait for you to see it. And you'll never guess who paid us a visit before we came to Charlian. Alpha. I think he sensed the coming danger and returned to check on us. He was always one to turn up in a time of need. I suppose that's why he's decided to join us here in Charlian. Good thing too. I don't know how he does it, but he has a knack for brightening up your day just by being there. It's so hard to believe we have the means to send you off into a great expanse though. To the furthest known reaches of, well, everything. I never thought I'd live to see such marvels, yet here I am. More often than not, you and the science are the catalyst that sparks the need for these great innovations. To think how much I've missed out on had I not been a member of the Ironwork. An awful lot of work, to be fair, and the privilege of being worked like a cart. Chocobo. There is that too. Busy as we've been, I wish there was more we could do to help for you, Ronald. But no matter what happens, we have to keep believing for a better future. And one filled with even more adventure. When you head back, would you tell the engineers I'll be along shortly with refreshments? That's very kind of Totoro. You'll be glad to hear it. And on that note, Wedge and I should get going. Still a few more supplies to gather before we return. Still staring. He's still staring. Still. Say it. No, he likes you, right? You know he likes you, right? Sorry for the wait. Right this way, if you please. Hey, it's the woman that, you saved all the way back in, what's her name? The one, from Golemod, when the, transformed monsters attacked. Right, I don't believe the two of you before me introduced. This is Varsha from Kazakhstan. Yeah. She was with the forum. Have we met before? Ah, yes. It was you who helped us in Pursura, and again, when crossing the ice fields, was it not? I doubt we exchanged a little more than glances then. It's kind of you to remember me. Next to Mistress Totaro, I and many of my friends have found game for employment in this foreign land. It's only natural to feel fear in the face of calamity. Such times we must look to one another for strength and succor. I know not whether we will call this place home or return to Fabnir, but we are here today. I'm glad to help you contributed to the call. Contribute? They did by helping to make your new garments as durable as possible. We put our hearts and souls into them. I have every confidence they'll keep you safe in the battle to come. Gods, to think how far we've come since our humble beginnings at the Waking Sand. We do not say that name. From the rising stones to the falling snows, and even a certain insufferable someone's ruby bazaar, we were always fortunate to find friends along the way. Even when you were swept away into the first, Grahatia was there, the great new sanctuary. I'll never forget the relief I felt when you all returned to us. I thought my heart would burst. Huh? Yours has been a long, long journey I've been privileged to watch. Often with bated breath as you preserved timing again. For all the joy we shared, there's been much sorrow as well. But I've long since learned you can't have one without the other. Which is why I promised to send you off to the Sea of Stars with a smile. And you can be certain I'll be the first one walking you back to on your return. In addition to your new ensemble, we have remnants and weaponry for every need, so please feel free to browse our stocks. Yeah, this is our, or whatchamacallit. You may now obtain shop-specific gear from the weapon and gear obtained can be equipped at 89, however all these stats would be subject to item level sync. Upon reaching 90 with the corresponding job, these items will no longer be synced. Furthermore, the gear can be dyed upon completion of the role quest associated with said job. Physical. The Burning Fist. They look like... Oh, snap! Look at that! And you can dye these? Oh, you gotta... please tell me I can put pure black on that. Oh, yeah. Let's get that. Give me, please. Yes. 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 So we can take anything we want and just... Oh my god, what have I become? I like them though. I wanted to get the glamour off that, please. I need a general purpose green. I have a market board, thank you. Oh. Okay. General purpose jet black. Oh my god. Now what, it'll be worth it in the end. By dyeing this pure black. There we go. There you go. Yeah. The best part. I mean, yeah. 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 Ooh. That's 560 gear right there too. Crazy part. Friends gathered. I realize you're still got a lot to do before you depart. I won't keep you any longer. I do hope you can find a moment for yourself and that the others can as well. They said that they were returning to the Baldessian Annex, though. I doubt they stay for long. If you decide to go looking for them, I suggest speaking with Cryo first. I'm sure they would have told her their plan. Let's see something. You're back. I take it you received your gift from Totaro? It was a surprise long in the making with many long hours of fretting to get everything just right. I'm glad to see you realize it was a great success. If you're looking for the others though, they've already taken their leave. Gistola, Sacred and Oriandra have gone to the last stand for a bite to eat. Alice and Graha Tirminhal though thought their time would be better spent poring over books at nor on them. As for Alphino and Estidian, well, they elected to pay a visit to Laria's estate. Though Estidian seemed somewhat reluctant to go. Sure, they will all be glad for your company if you mind to seek them out. Would you feel peckish? Just heading to the last stand before you're eating. But above all else, it would be foolish to head headlong into a battle of fatigue, master. Do remember to get a good night's sleep. So this is the big... This is the big, let's go talk to our friends just before the final battle. Cliche. Like, this is the big battle. Time to talk and be like... socialized. Funny, we have to do that, and I'm not a fan of socializing sometimes. I'm just like, Ronald, come to make our trio a quadrant? Please have a seat. Please have a seat, and we'll see about getting you a drink. Check out my arms yet? My fisty fists. I actually like them. They feel so concealed and stuff.
Your business with Totaro is finished.
Got me awesome stuff.
My, what a thoughtful surprise. Whatever would we do without her?
Indeed. And she's right, you know. It hasn't been all doom and gloom.
No, it hasn't.
Feels like a lifetime ago that Master Louis Soir gathered us together to form the Circle of Knowing.
Is that what that was?
Since then, we have experienced much. But rather than feeling wiser, the more I learn, the more I find my knowledge lacking.
Forsooth. As a student, vainly did I believe that I held the secrets of creation in my grasp. Yet that which I had seized was but an insignificant sliver of what awaited in the wider world. Every encounter, every experience hath served to open mine eyes, enlightening and humbling me in equal measure. Even from those whom I called enemies have I learned many a valuable lesson.
What will we learn at the edge of the universe, I wonder?
Ultima Thule, where the bringer of the end makes her nest. I, for one, can't possibly imagine. But whatever awaits us there, we will survive. We must. For her.
You've nothing left to prove. Not the rain. Just bring it up. Just get through this together.
Gods, it feels like only yesterday that we went on that mission to Dryburn.
Yeah.
We've both changed much since then, have we not?
Oh yeah. You're the most.
We've come far together, and if we have aught to say about it, we'll go further still.
Is that a chicken wing?
We will avert this calamity and return home.
Sorry, back up. Back up to the chicken wing. Is that a burrito?
In preparation for which, we must give thought to what we hope to achieve after the proverbial dust has settled.
What with the primals and Ascians all but dealt with, I suppose we'll need to look for new hobbies. In all seriousness, though. In uniting to overcome a common foe, the disparate peoples of the world have found a way forward together. It's a truly gratifying sight to see.
Yeah.
Indeed.
The sign
Though
of
it
the
was many
seventh
years
dawn
in the
would
making,
not be
We
needed
have
anymore.
successfully set in motion the gears of fundamental change.
Yeah, the signs won't be needed anymore.
With this, we have fulfilled our humble role as a symbol of hope. And I dare say it is time to bow out. After all, there is no shortage of hands to bear the torch in our stead.
You know, I never really considered I might live long enough to see an after. But even if my time as a scion came to an end, I don't expect that much will change.
Hey! How dare you? Everything would
Traveling the
change.
world, going wherever the wind blows, lending a hand to those in
Oh,
need.
you're talking about leave when we disband. Oh, never mind. I thought you meant if you died. It's like everything would change if you died. A lot of
A journey for journey's sake. It doth suit thee well. I must confess, I too have yearned to see more of the world. If thou art amenable to the suggestion, I would accompany thee. Mine ability to effect an air of normalcy through artful disguise is much improved, thou must concede.
Aye, well, improvement is relative. You still look suspicious no matter what you wear.
hey.
What of you, Ishtola? Any grand plans?
Why, continue my quest for knowledge, naturally. To begin with, I wish to know the state of the reflections, to which end I must find a means to travel between worlds.
Ooh.
'Tis the least I must do if I am to keep my promise.
Oh.
Should my
Oh.
pursuits prove unduly arduous, I won't hesitate to call on you.
He wants to go back. He wants to go back to the first for someone.
And in return, I will take you to see Reen one day. I'm sure you cannot wait to see the fine young woman she has become.
Spare me.
And what of thee? What wouldst thou pursue at duty's end?
To be honest, I don't get to answer that question, I bet.
Here's yours. My apologies for the wait.
Well, shall we make a toast?
Yep, I don't even get to answer. But here, I'll answer it anyway. Taking that ship and going back to Earth. To my real home. Tell my story there.
To victory.
To our comrades.
To the future of the star.
Leaving so soon, I suppose it's for the best. If you'd rather not explore the bottom of the bottle with Orienter, I dare say the others would welcome your company as well, if you can find them, that is. In any case, as long as you make the most of your time, then it is all that matters. I want to go to Lalafell. You know. Oh my goodness. What did you do to an Stydian? What? Surely this is the first time you've seen me without my armor? But yeah, I forgot that is a thing that you do. Once in a blue moon. Actually got him out of that armor.
Oh. What brings you here?
Just in the neighborhood.
Ah, so you were worried that the Levier household might again be gripped by turmoil.
Ouch.
All is well, I assure you. In my letters home, I had made mention of Estinian, you see. My mother wished to meet the legend in person, and so we arranged to have a spot of tea together.
Where were you in my hour of need? Fell beasts I can face, but I'm not made for idle chit-chat with lords and ladies.
Well, I for one thought you held your own. Mother was the picture of delight.
I might have been delighted myself, were we in a tavern with more agreeable drink. The thought of fleeing crossed my mind, but what then? I'd never hear the end of it, least of all from Tataru.
I'm sorry. 'Twas not my intent to cause you such distress. It's just... it was one of the things I didn't want to leave undone ere we set forth. That's not to say I think we won't be returning. Yet, given what lies ahead, I did not wish to leave for later that which I could do today. After all, tomorrow is never promised.
Listen.
It's fine. Not like I had better things to do. Besides, seeing you with your mother brought back fond memories of my own. Be we rich or poor, family is family. Well, it's past time we were on our way.
Wait! Since I left home, I've made a great many mistakes.
Welcome
Mistakes
to
for which I
life.
can never make amends. But through it all, you didn't give up on me. To have returned here with you at my side, it means more to me than you know.
Are you talking to me or Astidian? I'm about to take the assumption it's about Astidian.
Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Forgive me, but it needed to be said.
I'm the one who owes you thanks. Were it not for you, I would not be alive today, nor come to terms with Nidhogg's spirit. I am ever grateful.
I suppose I ought to thank you both as well.
Well, we needn't make it a competition. You know, this must be what Heidelin meant when she spoke about depending on one another. However treacherous the road before us, together we will prevail.
Oh. Whoops, I ran past. You try speaking to Aze, but she is fast asleep. Oh my god, they're both just slipping away through the universe. Snap. Oh no, if we do it. Aww. Hey.
Oh,
Gosh.
knowing them,
They're probably dreaming about the celestial adventures to come. Just as well. They've been running themselves ragged of late. Unlike you and the others, I'm a few steps removed from the danger and excitement.
Oh.
The things you all get up to never fail to impress me. But by the same token,
Hey.
I can't help but worry.
Hey, we have fun in Eureka. You shined bright
Not
in
only for your
Eureka.
safety, but for your happiness. After everything you've sacrificed, you earned it 1,000 times over. From the simple pleasures of tucking into a hearty meal or collapsing into a comfortable bed, to the grand triumphs of visiting legendary lands or finding true love. You deserve all the joy in the world. There is so much that life has to offer. So much to be treasured and shared with those we hold dear. So promise me this. Come what may, you won't give up on your own happiness. When you're out there fighting tooth and nail, it's all too easy to forget. But in the end, your passions will be your greatest strength of all. Remember that.
This feels familiar.
Yeah.
Well, 'tis good to be... wait. What am I... Gods, don't tell me I fell asleep.
Not that there's any shame in it, but you were sleeping like babies.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Not a word to anyone. Understood? Not one word.
Why?
I'm told that sleeping in proper beds of your own choosing is a much more effective way to prepare for battle. Oh.
So, what were the two of you doing here?
Watching you two sleep away.
I had a few books to return to the library. Thought I'd take care of it while I could.
No.
And you?
Oh. Secret. Yeah, please quiet. Just said it. Oh my god, they're like one and the same. Welcome back, Ronald. We turn to catch a final few weeks before embarking on your adventure soon. You'll be happy to know your chambers have been cleaned and fresh linens laid out. I pray you enjoy my sweetest dreams on the final night before the big day.